Good morning. So in the last class, enantiomers completed. So non-superimposable mirror images are called enantiomers. Next one, diastereomers. Next, diastereomers. So what are diastereomers? Diastereomers and mesocompounds. So non-superimposable mirror images are called enantiomers. Example, lactic acid. It is OH. It is CH3. Next it is H. It is COOH, 2-hydroxypropanoic acid. Take its mirror image. So it is OH. Next it is COOH. Next it is H. Next it is CH3. So suppose it is considered as D-lactic acid. It is considered as L-lactic acid. So D means dextrorotatory compound. D-lactic acid. It is called small L lactic acid. Lactic acid. So small D lactic acid or small L lactic acid means it is a dextrorotatory compound. It is a levorotatory compound. So condition, the compound contains at least one asymmetric carbon. So tetravalence is satisfied by 4 different groups. It is asymmetric carbon. So containing at least one asymmetric carbon, and it has no any type of symmetry, either plane of symmetry or center of symmetry or alternate axis of symmetry. Then the molecule is called disymmetric molecule. So the molecule is a disymmetric. So these two are called enantiomers because of non-superimposable mirror images are called non-superimposable mirror images are called enantiomers. These are called enantiomers. Next, what are diastereomers? So enantiomers having almost the same physical properties and similarities in their chemical properties, and almost having same rotation value. Suppose it rotates plus 52 degrees, it rotates minus 52 degrees, but optical rotation direction is in opposite direction. Next one, diastereomers. So what are diastereomers? Diastereomers. So these are mirror images, hence non-superimposed. So what are diastereomers? So diastereomers means they are not mirror images. They are not mirror images. So enantiomerism is possible. The compound contains at least one asymmetric carbon atom, one or more carbon atom. So enantiomerism is possible. To exhibit diastereomerism, it contains more than one carbon, more than one asymmetric carbon. So to exhibit diastereomerism, the compound contains more than or at least more than one asymmetric carbon. So then diastereomerism is possible. So what are diastereomers? So what are enantiomers? So non-superimposable mirror images are called enantiomers. So these two are mirror images. Let's it is the first compound. It is the second compound. So these two are mirror images. Hence, mirror images are not superimposable. Hence, they are called enantiomers. Next, what are diastereomers? So diastereomers means it is COOH. Take COOH. So it is H. It is OH. Next one, it is H. Suppose it is OH. It is a tartaric acid. So this carbon is a symmetric carbon. This carbon is also a symmetric carbon. So orientation, it is the first possibility. Next, it is the first compound. Next, the second compound, take its mirror image. So it is COOH. Next, so it is COOH. Next, so it is OH. Next, it is H. Next, it is H. Next, it is OH. So it is the second compound. It is the first compound. It is the second compound. These two are mirror images. Hence, 1 and 2 are enantiomers. 1 and 2 are enantiomers because of these two are mirror images and non-superimposed. Hence, these are called enantiomers. The next third possibility, so this H and OH are in opposite sides. So both the hydrogens and both the hydroxyl groups present on the same side. It is H, it is OH. Next it is H, it is OH. It is OH. Okay. So it is the third possibility. So it is the third possibility. So it is the third possibility. So it is the first form, it is the second form, it is the third form. So these two are 1 and 3 are not mirror images. 1 and 3 are not mirror images. If they are mirror images, so they are non-superimposed. They are non-superimposed. Hence they are called enantiomers. So what are diastereomers? So 1 and 2 are enantiomers. So 1 and 3 and 2 and 3 are diastereomers because of 1 and 3 are not mirror images. 1 and 3 are not mirror images. 2 and 3 also not mirror images. So 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 are also not mirror images. So 1, 2 are mirror images. Okay now. So it is a COOH group. It is the COOH group. So it is the tartaric acid. 2,3-dihydroxy butane 1,4-dioic acid. Okay, so it is H, it is OH. Next it is OH, it is H. Next it is COOH. Okay, so it's a mirror image. So it is the second form. So second one and the first one are mirror images. Hence they are non-superimposable. Hence they are called enantiomers. Hence they are called enantiomers. So 1 and 2 are enantiomers. Okay, na? Next one. So take third possibility. So both the hydrogens and both the OH groups are same side. It is hydrogen. It is hydrogen. Next it is OH. It is OH. Okay. The next one it is COOH. It is the third configuration. So 1 and 3 are not mirror images. 2 and 3 also not mirror images. So 1 and 3 and 2 and 3 are not mirror images. And they are non-superimposed. So this 3 is not superimposed on first compound. It is H, it is OH. It is OH, it is H. So 1 and 3 are non-superimposed. And they are not mirror images. So non-superimposable, non-mirror images are called diastereomers. So what are diastereomers? So non-superimposable, non-mirror images are called. Non-mirror images are called diastereomers. So what are diastereomers? So these two are 1 and 3 are diastereomer. 2 and 3 is also diastereomer. So another possibility, take a mirror image of third compound. So 1 and 2 are enantiomers. 1 and 3, 2 and 3 are not mirror images. I know they are non-superimposed. So non-superimposable, non-mirror images are called diastereomers. So diastereomers are so differ in their physical properties. Okay, no? So these are diastereomers. Next, so what is the fourth possibility? What is the fourth possibility? And what is the mesoform? What is the mesoform? So what is the mesoform in tartaric acid? So it is the first form, COOH. It is COOH. Next it is H. It is OH. The next one it is suppose H. It is OH. It is the first form. Next the second form take its mirror image. So it is COOH. It is COOH. Next it is COOH. Next it is OH. It is H. Next one it is H. It is OH. So it is the second form. So 1 and 2 are mirror images. So and they are enantiomers. Next third form it is COOH. Next it is COOH. Next it is hydrogen. It is OH. It is hydrogen. Then it is OH. Next it is the third form. So next fourth form, take its mirror image. So it is COOH. Next it is COOH. Next it is OH. Next it is H. Next it is OH. Next it is H. So it is the fourth compound. 1 and 2 are mirror images. 3 and 4 are mirror images. So 1 and 2 are enantiomers. 3 and 4 are enantiomers. Here 1 and 3 are non-mirror images. 1 and 3 are not mirror images. 1 and 4 also not mirror images. 1 and 4 also not mirror images. Next 2 and 4, 2 and 3 are not mirror images. It is the second compound. It is the third compound. These two are non-mirror images. Next one. Next 2 and 4. 2 and 4. It is the second compound. It is the fourth compound. So 2 and 4 also non-mirror images. So these 4 sets are non-mirror images and non-superimposability. So hence these are called diastereomers. So 1 and 2 are enantiomers. 2 and 4 are enantiomers. So 1 and 2. Next one. 3 and 4. 3 and 4 are enantiomers. These are enantiomers. Next one, 1 and 2, 1 and 3. 1 and 3, 1 and 4. 2 and 3, 2 and 4 are diastereomers. Diastereomers. Because of they are not mirror images and they are not superimposable. Okay, so they are called diastereomers. So diastereomers, enantiomers having similarities in their physical properties. Diastereomers are having so no similarities in their physical properties. Next one. Next to meso compound. What is the meso compound? The next meso compound. Next one is the meso compound. Meso compound. Take tartaric acid, COOH, 2,3-dihydroxybutane, 1,4-dioic acid is called tartaric acid. Commonly it is called tartaric acid. Commonly it is called tartaric acid. So let it is H, it is OH, next it is OH, then it is H. So if both the hydroxyl groups, OH groups present on the same side, it is OH, it is H, it is H. So it is called mesotartaric acid. Why it is called mesotartaric acid? So it has a planar symmetry because of it has a planar symmetry. So planar symmetry means if it is bisects into two half parts. Okay. So the first half part is mirror image with second half part. First half part is mirror image of or mirror image of second part. So it is a mirror image of second part. So suppose the first part rotates plane polarized line. It is a symmetric carbon. It is a symmetric carbon. It is a planar symmetry. It is called planar symmetry. So it is called planar symmetry. The first half is mirror image with the second half. First half is it is OH, it is OH. It is H, it is OH. It is H. It is COOH, it is. So first half part is mirror image with second half part. Okay. So such type of compounds are called meso compound. So it is a symmetric carbon. Is also a symmetric carbon. If first part rotates plane polarized light towards clockwise direction or right hand side. It rotates plane polarized light towards clockwise direction means right hand side. So it's a mirror image can rotates plane polarized light in opposite direction means in anti-clockwise direction. Suppose the first half rotates the plane polarized light towards clockwise direction in 12 degrees. So second half rotates the plane polarized light towards so left hand side or anti-clockwise direction minus 12 degrees. Hence plus 12 minus 12 So get cancelled. So meso compound A optically active or optically inactive. So meso compound A optically active or optically inactive means so meso compound A meso compound is optically inactive. Optically inactive. What is the reason? So here what is the reason? Optically inactive. So racemic mixture is also optically inactive. Racemic mixture means 1:1 ratio of dextrorotated and levorotated compound is called a racemic mixture because of it contains 50% of dextrorotated compound, 50% of levorotated compound. So it is resultant is 0. Suppose it rotates plus 52, it rotates minus 52, so resultant is 0. Hence the racemic mixture is optically inactive. It is due to external compensation. It is called external compensation. So optical rotation of first dextro compound is reduced by or nullified by or cancelled by levorotatory compound because of these two are in 1:1 ratio. These two are in 1:1 ratio. Dextrorotatory compound and levorotatory compounds are in 1:1 ratio. So if it rotates plain ball as a light towards the clockwise direction, it rotates anti-clockwise direction. Resultant is 0. Hence, racemic mixture is also optically inactive. So it is also optically inactive. Is also optically inactive due to external compensation. So first half is reduced by or nullified by or cancelled by second compound. Hence it is called external compensation. Next, meso compound is also optically inactive. Meso compound is also optically inactive. So what is the reason? So why meso compound is optically inactive? Here the reason is internal compensation. It is called internal compensation. Internal compensation means within the molecule, first half part specific. Optical rotation of the first half part is nullified or cancelled by second half part. So it is called internal. It is called internal compensation. Next one, racemic mixture is also optically inactive. So what is the reason? Racemic mixture is optically inactive. Reason external compensation. So optical rotation of first compound is cancelled by second compound because of racemic mixture is a mixture of two compounds. Hence it is called external compensation. Next one. So meso compound is also optically inactive because of internal within the molecule. Hence it is called internal compensation. So it contains a plane of symmetry. It is called plane of symmetry. So first half part is a mirror image with the second half part. Hence such type of compound is called meso compound. Okay. So enantiomers, next diastereomers, next meso compounds completed. The next one. The next one. What is the capital? What is the small d? So what is capital D? What is the small d? What is capital L? And what is small l? So what is the small d? So small d indicates optical rotation, clockwise direction. So the compound it rotates plane polarized light towards clockwise direction. It is a dextrorotatory compound. Okay. Suppose it is A. Next it is B. Next it is C. Next it is D. It rotates. It is a symmetric carbon. Suppose it rotates plane polarized light towards the clockwise direction means it is a dextrorotatory compound. It is denoted by small d. Next one, its a mirror image rotates. Another compound rotates plane polarized light towards anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction, so it is called a levorotatory compound. It is denoted by small d. It is denoted by small l. That is small d and small l. It is towards optical rotation, direction of optical rotation. Next, what is capital D? Next, what is capital L? What is capital D and what is capital L? So this capital D and capital L is used for amino acids. Next one, so aldehydes. Next to carbohydrates. For carbohydrates. First take the glyceraldehyde. CHO. Next it is CH3. Next it is H. Next it is OH. So it is called glyceraldehyde. It is called glyceraldehyde. Okay. So optical rotation can be measured by experimentally by using polarimeter. It rotates, suppose the plane ball as a light towards the clockwise direction. It is called small d glyceraldehyde, means dextrorotatory glyceraldehyde. Okay, right. Next one. So it is also called capital D glyceraldehyde because of so OH group present on it is the asymmetric carbon. So OH group present on, or in case of amino acids, NH2 group present on right hand side, OH group, or in case of amino acids, NH2 group present on right hand side, it is called capital D compound. Capital D compound. Next one. So what is the capital L? So OH group, or in case of amino acids, so this OH group present on left hand side on asymmetric carbon, it is called capital L compound. So it is called capital L glyceraldehyde. Okay, it is capital D because of it is asymmetric carbon. So OH present on right hand side, it is called capital D. It is just a configuration. So OH present on right hand side, it is capital D. Next, OH present on the left hand side, it is capital L. So it is the base, it is the asymmetric carbon. So OH present on the left hand side, it is capital L. L means left. Next one, OH present on right hand side. So it is considered as a capital D. So capital D glyceraldehyde, capital L glyceraldehyde, it is for configuration, whereas a small d or plus is used for optical rotation, or small l or minus is used for optical rotation. So it is capital D glyceraldehyde, it is capital L glyceraldehyde. Next one, take glucose. So what is the formula of glucose? C6H12O6. C6H12O6. Take glucose. So glucose the formula C6H12O6. So it is CHO, its structure is CHO. Next one, it is the second carbon. It is the first carbon. It is the second carbon. It is the asymmetric carbon. It is the third carbon. It is also asymmetric carbon. It is the fourth carbon. It is also asymmetric carbon. It is the fifth carbon. It is also asymmetric carbon. Last carbon is the CH2OH. CH2OH. So it contains a total 5 hydroxyl groups. It contains how many hydroxyl groups? 5 hydroxyl groups. 5 hydroxyl groups. So it is OH. It is H. It is H. Next it is OH. Next it is OH. It is H. Next it is OH. Next it is H. Okay. So it is the first asymmetric carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, fifth carbon. So middle 4 carbons, second, third, fourth, and fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it contains 4 asymmetric carbons. It is a higher asymmetric carbon. So in this higher asymmetric carbon, like it is the reference compound. So on a higher asymmetric carbon, it has only one asymmetric carbon. So here OH present on the right hand side, like in glyceraldehyde, then it is considered as so capital D glucose. Capital D glucose. It is orientation, means OH arrangement on right hand side. So it is a capital D glucose because of like in a glyceraldehyde on higher asymmetric carbon, OH present on the right hand side. So it is capital D. The next one, what is capital L means support on this higher asymmetric carbon, OH present on the left hand side. OH present on the left hand side, then it is considered as capital L glucose. So it is the rotation of capital D and capital L based on in case of hydroxyl group is present. So OH present on the right hand side, it is considered as, it is the reference compound, glyceraldehyde taken as reference. So in glyceraldehyde, OH present on the right hand side, it is called capital D glyceraldehyde. Next one, if OH in glyceraldehyde present on the left hand side, it is called capital L glyceraldehyde. Next, so in case of glucose, so it is a pentahydrate. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hydroxyl groups. It is a higher aromatic carbon. OH present in like in capital D glyceraldehyde. So OH present on the right hand side. Hence it is called D glucose. So it is D glucose. The next concept. The next one. What is a trio compound and what is a erythro compound? Trio and erythro. Trio compound and erythro compound. So take lactic acid, COOH. Next it is COOH. COOH. Next it is H. It is OH. Next it is OH. It is OH. So here both the hydroxyl groups are both the hydrogen atoms are present on same side. The next one, it is a COOH. It is the 2,3-dihydroxybutane 1,4-dioic acid. Commonly it is called lactic acid. Commonly it is called lactic acid. Commonly it is called lactic acid. So if H and OH, it is OH. It is H. It is H. It is OH. So H and OH on opposite side. Opposite side. It is called trio compound. So it is called erythro compound. Two OH groups are two hydrogens are present on the same side. Two OH groups or two hydrogens are present on same side. Same side. So it is called erythro compound. It is called erythro compound. Next one. If similar atoms, not only hydrogen, OH, similar atoms or groups are present on same side, it is called erythro form or erythro compound. If similar atoms or groups so present on opposite side, it is called trio compound. Trio compound. So it is erythro compound, trio compound. Erythro means same, trio means opposite. Okay. Suppose it is a Cl instead of OH. We take another atom also. It is a Cl. Next it is a Cl. Next it is a Cl. Next it is a Cl. So hydrogen on opposite side. Chlorine on opposite side. Chlorine on same side. Hydrogen on same side. So same side means erythro. So similar atoms on opposite side. Opposite side, it is considered as a trio. So it is a erythro form and it is the trio form. So these are the main concepts in optical isomerism. Okay, na? So optical isomerism, what is a symmetric compound? Next, what is optical activity? What is a plane polarized light? Okay, so what is enantiomer? What are enantiomers? What are diastereomers? What is meso compound? And what is racemic mixture? So optical, so it is optical isomerism. So compound containing asymmetric carbon and a molecule must be symmetric. It can rotate the plane polarized light towards either a clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. So they are called optical isomers. This phenomenon is called optical isomerism. The device which is used to produce the plane polarized light and to know the optical activity, it is called a polarimeter. So what is a plane polarized light? How it is produced remains. So ordinary light is passed through Nicol prism. It is made up of a special type of crystalline CaCO3. It is also called calcite. So plane polarized light is obtained. So the compound which rotates plane polarized light towards clockwise direction, it is called a dextrorotatory compound. rotates the plain ball as light towards anti-clockwise direction. It is levorotatory compound. So what is the racemic mixture? Equimolar mixture of 1:1 ratio of dextrorotatory and levorotatory compound is called racemic mixture. Meso compound means the first half is mirror image with the second half. So first half is mirror image with the second half. It is meso compound. So meso compound is optically inactive. Racemic mixture is also optically inactive. So why racemic mixture is optically inactive? Reason racemic mixture means 1:1 ratio of dextrorotatory compound and the levorotatory compound. So due to it is called external compensation. So optical rotation of one compound is cancelled by another compound. So it is called external compensation. In case of meso compound, within the molecule, same molecule, first half rotation is cancelled by second half. Hence, it is called internal compensation within the molecule. It is the meso compound. So enantiomers means non-superimposable mirror images are called enantiomers. What are diastereomers? They are not mirror images and non-superimposable. So non-superimposable, non-mirror images are called diastereomers. Next one. So capital D. What is the difference between capital D and capital L? So small d means dextrorotatory compound. It is towards, so it is related to plain ball as the light optical activity. So capital D means reference compound is so glyceraldehyde on a higher symmetric carbon OH present on the right hand side. It is called capital D. Suppose OH present on the left hand side is capital L, but no relation between capital D, small d, and no relation between capital L and small l. Okay, so small d, capital D compound may be dextrorotatory or levorotatory. Okay, now capital D compound may be dextrorotatory or levorotatory. Next one, capital L compound may be levorotatory or dextrorotatory. The next one, what is erythro? What is Cleo? Erythro means the same atoms or species present on hydrogen present on same side. Cl present on the same side, or OH present on same side. It is called erythro. Trio means similar atom HH Cl on opposite side. It is called trio. It is erythro. Next one, it is a trio. Okay, so these are the main concepts related to optical isomerism. The next two. So substitution reaction. What are the characteristic properties of alkyl halides? So alkyl halides undergo nucleophilic substitution reactions. They are called SN reactions. Substitution nucleophilic unimolecular and dimolecular. SN1 and SN2. So substitution versus elimination. Substitution versus elimination. So alkyl halides. So either it undergoes substitution reaction or elimination reaction, depends on so nature of alkyl halide. It undergoes substitution or elimination, depends on nature of alkyl halide. Depends on the nature of alkyl halides. Next one, second one, it also depends on nature of leaving group. So bulky groups leave easily, undergoes elimination reactions easily. So bulky groups means bulk groups. So bulky group means large size. Example, I minus can easily involved in substitution reaction, then Br minus, then Cl minus, then F minus. So it is also depends on bulky nature of the group or bulky group. So nature of alkyl halide. So substitution versus elimination means if we take so primary alkyl halides. So in primary alkyl halides undergo substitution reaction. So primary alkyl halides via SN2 mechanism. SN2 mechanism. SN2 mechanism means, so substitution nucleophilic bimolecular means it depends on rate is depends on two concentration terms. Rate is directly proportional to concentration of alkyl halide and concentration of the nucleophile. Concentration of the nucleophile. So nucleophile also acts as Lewis base. Lewis bases are also considered as a nucleophile. SN2 means, so rate is directly proportional to, means it depends on two concentration terms. So it is the second order kinetics. Second order kinetics. So primary alkyl halides undergo SN2 reaction. Next one, tertiary alkyl halides. Tertiary alkyl halides. Tertiary alkyl halides. So undergo substitution reactions via SN1 mechanism. Via SN1 mechanism. Substitution nucleophilic unimolecular means rate is depends on only the concentration of alkyl halide. Concentration of alkyl halide. Okay, here concentration of alkyl halide. Whereas in secondary alkyl halides, secondary alkyl halides, secondary alkyl halides, secondary alkyl halides undergo either substitution reaction through SN1 mechanism or SN2 mechanism. So secondary alkyl halides also undergoes elimination reaction. So undergo elimination reaction. So the elimination reaction depends on strength of the nucleophile. It is depends on strength of the nucleophile. So primary alkyl halides undergo so substitution reaction via SN2 mechanism. Tertiary alkyl halides via SN1 mechanism. Whereas the secondary alkyl halides undergo substitution. So either via SN1 mechanism or SN2 mechanism are involved in so elimination reactions also. Okay, no? So primary alkyl halides refers to SN1 reaction. Refers to SN1 reaction. So primary alkyl halides refers to SN2 reaction. Next one, tertiary alkyl halides refers to SN1 mechanism and also elimination reaction. Elimination. Secondary alkyl halides, primary SN2, tertiary SN1 are also undergoes elimination reactions. Next, secondary alkyl halides, either SN1 or SN2 or elimination. So elimination depends on the strength of the nucleophile. Means so alkyl halides undergo either substitution reaction or elimination reaction. It is depends on nature of alkyl halide and strength of the nucleophile. Strength of the nucleophile and next leaving group. It is also depends on bulky nature of groups are easily eliminated from the alkyl halides. Means involved in elimination reactions. So it is the substitution versus elimination. The next last topic, last two topics. So polyhalogen derivatives and the last one aryl halide. Polyhalogen derivatives. Polyhalogen derivatives. Polyhalogen derivatives means compounds. And the last topic, aryl halide, that is chlorobenzene. It is the last topic. Chlorobenzene. Preparation, properties, uses of chlorobenzene. Next to polyhalogen derivatives or polyhalogen compounds. So first one, iodoform. CHI3. Iodoform. CHI3. Chloroform. CHCl3. Bromoform. CHBr3. We know chloroform CHCl3. If you use bromine, it is called bromoform. If you use iodine, it is called iodoform. So here first one is the iodoform. CHI3 is called iodoform. It is a iodoform. CHI3 is called iodoform. So this iodoform is yellow colored crystalline substance. Yellow colored crystalline substance. It is prepared from either ethyl alcohol or acetaldehyde or acetone. CH3, CH2, OH, or acetaldehyde, CH3, CHO. Next one, acetone, CH3CO, CH3. It is acetone. So ethyl alcohol or acetaldehyde or acetone on heating with iodine in presence of alkali, either sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. Even sodium carbonate is also used. Na2CO3. Sodium carbonate. Na2CO3. Na2CO3. So heating with the iodine in the presence of alkali, either NaOH or KOH or Na2CO3. So it gives iodoform CHI3. CHI3. Next, it forms CHI3. So here the bond is broken. So it gives iodoform. So it is the method of preparation of iodoform. So in alcohol chapter and in carbonyl compounds chapter, it is a very important reaction, iodoform. So formation of iodoform is also called iodoform test. It is the identification test for. So ethyl alcohol is also called methyl carbinol and acetaldehyde and the acetone. So some alcohols and some aldehydes and some ketones give yellow color, but not all alcohols. Methyl alcohol does not give iodoform. Methyl alcohol does not give iodoform when heating with iodine. Formaldehyde does not give iodoform. The next one, so acetone, other acetones does not give iodoform test. Example, 2-pentanone, CH3, CH2, CO, CH2, CH3. Means each type of alcohols and carbonyl compounds gives iodoform test. Means so it is OH is attached with this carbon. It is called carbinol. It is called carbinol. So this carbinol is attached with methyl. It gives iodoform test. It is the functional group. It is the functional group. So aldehyde functional group is attached with the CH3. It gives iodoform. Means containing CH3 groups adjacent to or attached to functional group, then it gives iodoform test. It is the keto functional group. This CO group is attached with the CH3 or right hand side it has another CH3. Only such type of methyl carbonyl compounds and methyl carbinols giving iodoform test. Okay, it is a separate reaction. So elaborate explanation in alcohols and carbonyl compounds. Just CH3, CH2OH in case of aldehydes, acetaldehyde. In case of ketones, acetone giving iodoform. When heating with iodine in the presence of alkali, it is a yellow colored crystalline substance. In olden days, it is used as an antiseptic. It is used as an antiseptic. So it is in olden days, it is used as antiseptic because of it liberates the nascent iodine. So it liberates the nascent iodine. Hence, it is used as, but it is not the property of compound that is iodoform. So it is unstable. It is on decomposition. It liberates the nascent iodine. Hence, it acts as an antiseptic. So nowadays, it is not used as an antiseptic because it has a bad smell, one type of smell. So it is the iodoform. So iodoform is a yellow colored crystalline substance. So ethyl alcohol or acetaldehyde or acetone on heating with iodine in the presence of alkali, either NaOH or KOH or sodium carbonate giving iodoform. So it is in olden days it is used as an antiseptic. So because of the liberation of it liberates nascent iodine. Nowadays it is not used because of its bad odor. Means it has a not pleasant smell. It has due to its unpleasant smell. Nowadays it is not used as an antiseptic. The next one is the chloroform. CHCl3. Chloroform. So CHCl3. So this chloroform is prepared from. It is prepared from. So it is prepared from acetylene. So chloroform CHCl3. So it is also prepared from acetylene. So methods of preparations are not given in our syllabus. So only just iodoform preparation is given. So chloroform. So this chloroform on chlorination, methane on controlled chlorination. Controlled chlorination. 1 mole of methane reacts with 3 moles of chlorine. Then it gives a chloroform, but it is not a suitable method. So in the laboratory, it is prepared from ethyl alcohol. So ethyl alcohol treated with iodine in the presence of alkali, it gives hydroform. So ethyl alcohol CH3, CH2, OH treated with chlorine in the presence of NaOH or KOH, it gives chloroform. Acetaldehyde reacts with chlorine in presence of alkali, it gives chloroform. Okay, so it is the method of preparation of chloroform. So methods of preparations are not given. So from methane, from ethyl alcohol, from acetaldehyde, from acetone, instead of iodine, if we use chlorine, then here we get chloroform. So chloroform in a liquid state, it is a colorless liquid. It is used as a solvent. So in olden days, it is used as an anesthetic. But it causes liver cancer. So nowadays, instead of chloroform, so halothane is used as a anesthetic. So it is the chloroform. So CHCl3 trichloromethane. Trichloromethane. It is called triiodomethane. It is called iodoform. It is a chloroform. So it is this chloroform when exposed to air. Chloroform when exposed to air. Chloroform when exposed to air. So CHCl3 when exposed to air, it combined with oxygen, it undergoes oxidation, it forms phosgene, COCl2. COCl2. It is called phosgene carbonyl chloride. It is called phosgene. It is a poisonous gas. So when chloroform exposed to air, it is oxidizes to phosgene. That is COCl2. Okay, now? So chloroform in olden days it is used as an antiseptic. Next, it causes liver cancer. So nowadays it is not used as a anesthetic. Next, chloroform when exposed to air, it is converted to poisonous gas, that is called carbonyl chloride, COCl2. Commonly it is called phosgene. Commonly it is called phosgene. Next one. Next two. So this chloroform, the precautions should be taken in the stories of chloroform. So when chloroform exposed to sunlight or air, it is oxidized to poisonous gas, that is phosgene. To avoid the oxidation of chloroform to phosgene, so it is stored in colored thick bottles to avoid the exposure of light. Colored bottle. Okay. Next one, it is filled up to brim, means without cap, because of to expel air. And nearly 1% of ethyl alcohol is added. 1% of ethyl alcohol is added in the stories of ethyl, in the stories of chloroform, because of this ethyl alcohol prevents the oxidation. Ethyl alcohol prevents the oxidation. Prevents the oxidation. Prevents the oxidation of chloroform. It is the first reason. Next, the second one. If phosgene is formed, ethyl alcohol converts this phosgene to non-poisonous ethyl carbonate. Ethyl carbonate. It is the reason. So these 2 points are important. So ethyl alcohol prevents the oxidation, and if a phosgene is formed, so it can convert phosgene to non-poisonous. So ethyl carbonate. Okay, right. So we can syllabus up to polyhalogen derivatives. Next track. So BSR sir will take the class 11 to 11:50. Okay,